Hello everyone, I'm Betsy and I'm with the Seattle Public Library, and this is Early Learning from Home, activities to do together. And today we're going to learn how to send a hug. We're all in that mode of wanting to see people that may be far away and we can't get to see them, or they may be in town and we still can't get to see them as often as we like. So here's a way that we're going to mail them a hug. Everyone needs to get a paper bag and some crayons or markers. A big marker will help, some Scotch tape, and some scissors. So at the library, we encourage families to do what they already do every day, but knowing and encouraging them to do more. And the more that you read, the more that you play together, the more that you sing together, write, and the more that you talk, the stronger your child will be when it comes time to read. So today we're going to talk about an activity that encourages writing and talking and reading and a little bit of math. A little bit of math in there. We're going to measure how wide our arms are. Writing is really important for kids to practice holding crayons and pencils and markers. In the beginning, toddlers will just scribble, and that's just great. This is not something that comes naturally when they hit kindergarten. They're not going to know how to hold a pencil unless they have the experience of holding a pencil. So keep things in their hands that have them make marks on papers. And talking, absolutely, everybody talks. And the more you discuss and talk and explore your feelings, like in this activity about how much you might miss somebody that's not in your household, then the more vocabulary they have around those feelings. And just remember that it's much easier to read a word when they've heard the word many times over. So, the last one is reading. We're going to read what you've written down for their kids, for what they want to say in their letter to their friends or their relatives. You'll see, you'll read those letters back. You'll read those words back to them. And then we'll do our math piece too. So this activity has a whole bunch of stuff all wrapped up into it. All right. First we got to do is open the bag and cut it up, because we need to make 2 long strips of paper. So, and as I do this, I'm just going to cut the bottom out of the bottom of the bag. And kiddos, you can do this, or you can ask for help if you want. No problem. As I do this, I want to just mention that here we are in my backyard. And in my backyard, I'm in the city of Seattle. And the city of Seattle is on the traditional lands of the Duwamish people. The coastal Salish people, past and present, have been taking really good care of our lands, and I want to honor them for doing that. So here's our paper now. What I'm going to do is we need some long strips.
We need some long strips, so I'm just going to cut 2 long strips right down there. Very easy. You can make that as wide as you want. Doesn't matter at all. You're just going to cut them out. This is how we're going to measure how big your hug is. One long strip. You might only need 1 long strip, but I needed 2. You might only need 1. No, we need a whole strip. I'm just going to go this. Okay. Now, here comes the measuring part. You ready?
So, this is what we're going to do. We're going to measure how big your hug is. We're going to measure it from one wrist all the way across your body to the other wrist. Let's see how long that is. For me, it's pretty long. So I'm going to take the piece of 1 strip and I'm going to hold it in my hand like this. And I'm going to pull it across. Oh, but look, it doesn't go. It's too short. Here, watch. It's too short. It doesn't go all the way out. It doesn't go all the way out. So now I need to tape the other strip down. I have to attach the other strip. Okay. Now let's see how long it is. All the way out to my wrist. Oh, and now it's too long. Before it was too short, and now it's too long. So I'm going to fold it right here. Look at that. That is just right. Okay, that's where I'm going to cut it, because that is the length of my arms together. That's the length of a hug. Okay, now we need, I'm going to pick up my paper, we need to make our hand prints. Around each finger if you like, or you can just cut it like a mitten. Cut out. Again, you can have help with this, or you can do it on your own. It's great practice with the scissors. As I'm cutting this out, think about who you might want to send this hug to. There are lots of people I can think of that I would love to give a hug to right now, and it's just not possible with the COVID. We're just not able to give hugs to people in a safe way. So this is a really safe way to give a hug. I think I might send this hug to my two nephews who live in Connecticut. They live far away. But you could send it to a friend in town. You can send it to a grandparent if you like. You can send it to an aunt or an uncle. You can send it to anybody. We're going to show you how to send it in the mail also by the end of the video. We're going to take a little trip to a post office. So now I'm just going to tape down my hands. Oops. I'll tape the hands. There's one hand taped. And at the other end of the hug is the other hand to tape. Look at that. And here is your hug. So that's the shape of the hug. Now comes the fun part, to decorate it. You can use anything you want. And as you're coloring, think about what you might want to tell the person you're sending this to. Think about what you might like to say, and then the grown-up can write it down. So parents, families, you can write down exactly what your child says. Even with all the but, okay. And I want to say, write down exactly what they say, because that is honoring their story. It sounds just like them. And when you read it back to them at the end, they're so excited to hear exactly the words they said. And in the middle, I'm going to write my note. So I'm going to start my note, and this is what you can tell the grown-ups. So much. And then I'm going to put a heart and say, love Aunt Betsy, because I am their aunt. There we go. And at the last thing, I had some old stickers that I thought I would bring out, put on. You can find stickers in a drawer maybe. There's a bee sticker and a frog. You can also decorate the hands if you like. And there we go. Now, there's my hug ready to send. Let's see. Ta-da! All set to send. Great. Okay, the next thing we have to do is wrap it up and put it inside an envelope. And this can be any envelope. This was already used. So I'm just going to use it again. I'll stick it in the envelope. All set. And seal it up. And I put their address on here, Silas and Joa. And I will put my address here. Oh, look, it was you. So I'm going to cross that part out. That's all. And we'll put some stamps on it, and then we'll take it to the post office, and it will get sent to them in the mail. Hi, everyone. So we're off. I have my package here, ready to mail, my hugs, and I have my mask, so I'm going to yell really loud so you can hear me. So let's go find a post office, shall we? But look where I am right now. Whoops. I'm looking for my post office. This is not a post office. No. Do you know what building this is? This is the Douglas Truth Library. Yes. We're not open yet. We hope to open soon. We're not open yet. Okay. Well, let's go find a post office. So where am I now? I found the post office. I did. That's what those words say. Post office on that sign. And I'm here off of Rainier Avenue South at the post office. I went inside and I found out, families, that this envelope would cost $1.40. That's $1.40, 2 70-cent stamps, to go all the way to Connecticut, which is where they have to go. Yours might cost less, but it's 2 stamps. Okay, and now I'm going to put it inside, in here. I can't do it with 2 hands. And I'm going to mail it inside to send to my nephews. There it goes. Bye. Here we are home again. Me and Millie, my sidekick. And we just want to say, check out these book titles if you want more fun reading about sending letters off and exploring our city. Bye now. See you next time.